Good day everyone, I'm Iridescent Blue and today I am playing PC Building Simulator. This is a very early in development game, and by very early I mean like it's on, well, I think it was 0.1 version. Normally games in early development like this have a lot of bugs, which this does, but with how much they've done with it, it's surprisingly not that buggy. There are a few issues, and you will find that sometimes you might do things out of order and then it might decide it doesn't want to progress any further and you just kind of get stuck there. But that's okay. It's a very early development and it will eventually be updated, and I will be following this as it goes, and once it gets to a proper, I guess, playable full version that doesn't have as many bugs as it has now, I'll play it again and check it out. I'll link this down in the description so you guys can actually have a look at it. But at this point in real life you would start to install screws. Yep. See, this is just kind of like tutorial for it, but me knowing how to build a PC, as I've built mine and a few others, this is just second nature to me. Now install the CPU, sorry. Go to your inventory and press I, blah blah blah. Now see this, you'll come into the game and you'll go, oh, it's already installed for me. That's actually what I assume to be a graphical bug or something. Or maybe they've just got it there so you know where to put it. But it highlights around the lid of the CPU, and then you have to put it down before it progresses any further. Now what are we going to do? RAM? Oh, thermal paste, then cooler, then RAM. Oh, oops, I have accidentally opened that once again. With the modeling, it's actually surprisingly accurate, so that's always a good thing. But as this develops, you'll obviously get much more in the way of choices on things, but for now it's only limited, and I recommend following it for a while if you're into this thing, or if you haven't built a computer yet. This is really good for people who have not built a computer, who want to and don't know what the hell they're doing. This basically just lets you know that it's not as hard as what it seems, but at the same time they haven't introduced anything such as static electricity or things like that. As far as it goes, static electricity is not as worrisome as what people think. Not to say it doesn't kill components or anything, but it's just people make a massive deal out of it when it's not as big as what people make it out to be. Now with the graphics card selection here, I find that the RX 480 tends to have fewer bugs, because the other cards I put 2 in, and then when it highlights to put the chords in, it doesn't allow you, and it just kind of bugs and stops there. But that's all well and good, so we'll just chuck in the RX 480 and then open these RAM modules, I guess. Which is tedious to actually put in. Now select the modules. Yep, cool. 2 GB of HyperX DDR3 x 4. Hell yeah. If it seems that I'm still sick, even though it has been almost 3 weeks now, that's because I am, for whatever reason, and I will be going to the doctors to check that out, because I don't exactly plan on staying sick for a long time. I feel like I might have caught something quite nasty. Cabling mode. Alright, so with cabling mode, you press F1 and it'll give you, well, your mounting options as well. You won't know what these are if you haven't built a PC before. With this is an 8-pin PCIe connector, and that just connects to your graphics card. Depending on the graphics card, you may have 6-pin, 2 6-pins, 2 8-pins, just depends. This is your 24-pin, well, normally 24-pin. It was 20 a while ago. If you go 20/24, usually you get it with your power supply, depending on if it's a pre-bought one or one that comes with your system. It might have 20 pins on it, or it might have 4, but normally the newer ones have 4, in my experience at least. And then you've got this, which is the EPS 12 volts. The EPS 12 volts power cable provides additional power to the CPU to work. God damn, I can't talk for shit because my voice is like dying and my throat feels dry as shit. Now we'll turn that around and you can see that we missed a cable, which is the SATA power. Now we'll turn it back around, and as you can see, we're stuck here again. 8-pin. And this is kind of like as far as I can get because of the bug, but that's okay. What we're gonna do, just for the shits and gigs, is we're gonna... Oh, can we? Oh wait, no, it's in the wrong mode. We're gonna mount our hard drives, our extras, Press E to change project. I assume this is not functional yet, so I'd say you can do other ones and whatnot. Let's turn this like that, and let's install a disk drive. Drive cover, oh, we can chuck 1 or 2 on. Disk drive. Okay, so apparently we can't install one at this time, but that's okay. Oh, press E to open the shop. Ah, so this looks like it's just the same stuff, but we can buy a lot more. I love how the RX 480 is $1. Might buy a few of them. Actually, let's buy some more hard drives just for the shits and gigs of it. There we go. So in theory, assuming it didn't bug, we should have more. We got 8 RX 480s, and we only need 2 for this. 2 is the max that we can fit in this build. Seagate Barracudas. Can we? It seems we cannot install more. That's okay. Actually, let's install one down there, and can we? Oh, we can install one there. And normally you would install maybe 1 or 2 at the front if it's not pre-installed for you, which we can't actually have access to at the moment. But for now, we'll just go with whatever. Do another drive cover, and we'll chuck on the side panel. Can we do that? Oh, maybe we can't. Huh. Side panel. There we go. Might be a separate side panel that we couldn't put on before. And you see here, there's actually 2 more mounting points for fans. Oh, it mounted the other side too. That's good. But yes, this is very early development, as you can tell. They have missed the IO shield, and for whatever reason, we can't put those PCI bracket things on. For what it is, I reckon it's brilliant, and it's going to develop really well and go really far. Now, there's a few other videos on YouTube about this, which is why I did it, because I thought it deserved to get a bit of light on what it is, because for people who haven't built computers, this is really useful. I mean, you can go watch a video and stuff, but with this, you can actually go, okay, I want to build a computer with these parts. I can build it and know if it'll fit or if it won't. I can choose these parts, I can see how it's put together, how it'll look, and that's good for people because it helps people decide on what they want and not be so afraid of building something like this. But in the future, I would like to see things like apply your static wristband or something, just for people who don't know what they're doing, and that way you can have an idea on what's actually going on. Why am I putting on a wristband? To protect you from static electricity damaging your system. But yes, as far as this goes, I can't really talk much longer as my voice keeps dropping a bit in and out as my throat's for some reason dry. Thank you all for watching. I will link this down in the description. You can go check it out over at the page. Drop down in the comments, or go even better, go over to the thread on his it's some weird website page, but it's perfectly safe. Go over and drop some ideas down the thread for what you might like to see in the game, and give some positive feedback, because it is in early development. It's only very, very early development. It's like 0.1 or something. Go report some bugs and other things that may be happening in the game. It makes it easier for the developer to go, okay, what's going on here? Let's have a look at it. I'm really sorry I haven't been uploading. As you guys know, I've been sick. I am still sick for whatever reason. So I'm going to go to the doctors because it's been about 3 weeks now and this really should be gone. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.